There's physics, which of course has experiments and theory. They have to work together. Without an experimental fact, theory doesn't make much sense. Without an understanding from a deep theoretical point of view, the experiment remains an observation and not an understood phenomenon. If we understand things, on the one hand, yes, it's nice to understand our physical world, understand why we are here as we are, why our technology works. It's the why, but then it's also to make technology better, to find phenomenon which can be exploited in new technologies. The major communication channel is scientific journals, specialized to the sciences, because in physics we have facts to communicate, facts from the lab, also facts which have been calculated from theory, and in order to discuss this, we need to publish how we did it so that somebody in Sao Paulo can reproduce what we did here in Berlin and say, yes, it's right, or no, in Sao Paulo it's different, and then we have to discuss. This brings me to the second point, discussion with other scientists who reproduced it, found perhaps something slightly different, something very different, and there's scientific conferences where you go and then exchange in person. We feel we need to inform the public what we are doing. It's taxpayers' money often which is spent there, and also we think some of what we find is useful to know for the general public, and so we should do it also ourselves. There's also, of course, media which are very good at communicating this, and we want to interact with them in order to take the best of the two worlds on our side to make sure it's correct. We, as physicists, look at biology, at living systems, as systems which can also be understood in physics terms. And so we tend not to differentiate so much between the bio and the physical. In the general public, it is often a strict distinction which in a way blurs that there's physics in biology and that the biology is stimulating physics, the development of physics statements. So I would wish that the world is not so strictly divided into the living and the physical world, which requires to get a little deeper into what is similar and what is different.